guys, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are building a tiny house. I will say that this is in-game considered a small house because I did the roofing the way that I did. I did it with platforms, so they all count as tiles, which is super annoying. I feel like, I've said this multiple times before, but I feel like they have to update the whole tiny house residential type because it doesn't add to the house that you're basically decorating it with tiles on the exterior, you know? It's a little bit limiting what you can do if you can't use tiles on the exterior because you only have 64 tiles to deal with. So I wish they would update that at some point, but I don't know if they will. But because of that, because I'm using platforms here on the roof, whatever, or to make the roof, it counts as a small house. I think it ended up being like 98 tiles or something, so it's just below 100, but you still get those benefits if that's something that's important to you. If it's not, then that little right there did not matter at all. But anyways, that is what we're doing today, and this house is for 2 Sims. I kind of had the image that it would be for 2 younger Sims, so I feel like they're students. I know that the exterior of the house, and especially the backyard actually, kind of looks a little bit, I don't want to say luxurious, but definitely a bit more expensive looking than what I would imagine students being able to afford. I don't know if maybe their parents or something are supporting them in a way. Maybe they bought the house and then they're letting their young student children living there. Also, there's a bird on the screen for you. You're welcome. It was actually really annoying when I was trying to fit down, or trying to do the layout, floor plan is what it's called. Oh my gosh. I feel like I haven't done a voiceover for Sims in a while, so words might escape me a little bit. You know, that happens sometimes. I also have really good days where everything's just flowing, and then other days where I get tongue-tied all the time. It happens. It's very normal. So I don't know what kind of day it's going to be today. I just know that I was in isolation for a little bit, so I ordered some food. Not like fast food, not that kind of food, but like food, like groceries. I ordered groceries for delivery. So I'm waiting for those right now because they've not arrived yet, and I've been waiting basically all day. So that's also why the video is out a little bit late, because I wanted to make sure that I could hear the doorbell once the delivery guy gets here, but I can't wait any longer, so I'm deciding to do the voiceover, and I just hope I can hear the doorbell. Otherwise, I don't know. I know how to multitask, so I'll probably be fine. I feel like I've been waiting for so long. They were supposed to be here at like 4 or something like that. I don't know. I've been waiting. So anyways, I'm still waiting for my food. It's very exciting. But yeah, this is the first video in 2021 as well. I did want to talk a little bit about last year from a creator perspective, so like a YouTuber perspective. I know that other people in the community and also in other communities, other YouTube communities, have talked about like the effects of 2020 on them, and I don't know, it's not something that I've really talked about a lot. I've maybe mentioned it a couple of times or something, but it's definitely not something that I've talked about too much, also because there are certain parts of it that I just feel like are a little bit cringy to talk about, such as money, for example. But basically, I'm just happy that we're in past 2020, because I know that things are gonna get better during 2021. I know that we're going towards the vaccines being shipped out. I don't know how to say that. Whatever, everyone's getting vaccinated, hopefully. And hopefully the economy will go back to a normal or somewhat normal kind of state. We're gonna improve that at least. So I know that we're gonna go towards better times, but 2020 was definitely a little bit of a hard one, and I think for all of us, but I can only speak for myself, of course. Actually, the reason why I even wanted to mention anything is because I wanted to make sure that you guys realize that there's a reason why some creators might take a break throughout January, or at least like a couple of weeks, or just upload a little less. Myself included, I feel like I need a couple of weeks where I don't upload more than 2 or 3 times a week or something like that. I just need to sit back and relax. I feel like it was very nice to have a break over Christmas, and it was definitely needed. I don't take breaks normally. I just don't. The breaks that I normally get are when we go to events, and obviously since we couldn't travel last year and we're still not able to travel now, it's not really happening. So I'm just at home. And whenever I'm home, I work on videos. That's what I do. So it's been hard to kind of like tell yourself to take a break, that it's okay to not go on vacation, but like just take a break, basically, not work the entire week or whatever. So you may see some people, myself included, upload less or not upload at all. And basically from a creator's point of view, last year was very hard. So I can only speak on my own behalf, but I know that others feel the same way because we have talked about it behind the scenes. And one thing that I'm just going to be straight up honest about is that from like February or March, income was cut in half, which I know that other people out there actually lost their job, and I'm so fortunate that I'm still able to do this for a living from home. My work conditions have not really changed that much other than not being able to go to events, of course. But still, when your income is cut in half all of a sudden and you're not getting support from the country because it doesn't work that way with YouTube, it's kind of hard. So it's just been like a lot of stress throughout 2020, and I'm just happy that we're in 2021 basically. But I just wanted to say that knowing that that happened from February or March, I don't fully remember exactly when the cut happened, but it was kind of out of the blue and very scary. But also the fact that, some of us don't know how to actually take breaks when we're home. We just work all the time. I feel like if I just sit on the couch and watch a movie, I'm wasting time. I need to be working on something. Also because I love doing YouTube. Like, I truly love it. None of this is me complaining about doing YouTube at all. Please don't understand it that way. If I didn't want to do YouTube, I wouldn't do YouTube. That's literally how this job works. It's so much work that if you don't want to do it, like if you don't like it, you should not do it. But last year was hard, definitely, and I'm just relieved to be in a new year, or during this year. How do you phrase that? I'm just happy to be in 2021 because I know that things are gonna improve throughout this year, and that's relief to me, honestly. I didn't even feel like celebrating New Year's either. I was also isolated, so like I couldn't anyways. But I didn't feel like celebrating New Year's either. It just felt, I don't know, wrong. I don't know. So, yeah, but I hope you guys had a great evening or night, or I don't know. I hope you celebrated if that's what you wanted to do, or if you were just chilling with family or friends, not really celebrating, just hanging out, or just, I don't know, sitting at home eating pizza. Whatever you did, I hope it was great. I hope you enjoyed the evening. And I hope you're all as relieved to be in 2021 as I am. I've seen a couple of people being a little bit pessimistic about it, which kind of worries me, but I don't see why we would be. I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand that mindset right now. I'm just in a relieved mode, basically. But yeah. Also because I know that at some point throughout this year or during this year, it'll be possible to travel again. I've not seen my colleagues and friends since 2019, so that was EA Play in 2019. Literally not seen any of them since then. That's a very long time. That's 1.5 years by now. Because I wasn't there at Sims Event at the end of 2019, and then EA Play was canceled last year, so I've not seen any of them for 1.5 years, and I miss them so much. You can imagine like working from home, you don't really meet a lot of people. I don't have like a massive amount of real-life friends. I've never really been the type to have a massive amount of real-life friends, but I don't have a lot. My friends are in the community or from YouTube or in some way connected with gaming on YouTube. So I don't get to see them if I can't travel. That's just how that works. And I am very happy that that's going to be a possibility at some point throughout this year. Hopefully. We don't really know, but I'm hoping that it will. But anyways. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit because I've not really talked about it much throughout this past year. I don't think, at least. Maybe I haven't. I just don't realize. I rant a lot in my videos, you probably know. So it might have happened. It might not have. I don't know. But I really just felt like when I thought about what to talk about throughout this voiceover, because I do that sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I do. I just thought like I wanted to touch on like mental health and what it's been like as someone who works from home already and someone who works on YouTube, basically, like what the past year has been like. And while day to day might have seemed normal, it's not entirely. And then there's the travel and stuff, and the constant being at home, and just not fully knowing how to say stop working. That's the thing I need to work on, I suppose. Well, yeah, you gotta stop working on stuff. Just quit it. But yeah, I hope you all are doing great. So, about this house, we didn't really talk about it a lot. I feel like I don't want to sit down, like, if I have something that I want to talk about that's not Sims related, I'll do it in a speed build. I don't want to sit down and do a dedicated video to just ranting about a certain subject. That's just not what I do. You guys probably know by now, so if there's something I want to talk about, even though it's not Sims related, I'll do it in a voiceover. That's just how it works right now. So I've not talked about this build, but you could see it being built in front of you, and hopefully that is okay. But yeah, so Sims uploads might be a little bit sparse over the next couple of weeks or so. I'm just, isn't there a term for that? I'm just gathering my something. I don't remember. Anyways, but there might be fewer uploads, just so you know. But I am back. I'm not on Christmas vacation or Christmas break anymore. I am back and working and recording and enjoying it fully. Just the side stuff that's a little bit stressful, but as you guys know, I love to record videos for you guys. I love to talk to you, and I don't know, I just like to all the creative stuff, you guys know. So the backyard here is definitely a little bit more on the luxurious side. It definitely looks a little bit like it could be like a little bit more expensive, not necessarily luxurious, but definitely more on the expensive side. So that's why I kind of feel like maybe the house is purchased by parents of one of the students that are living in the house, and then they're just kind of renting it out to both the kid, or not kid, but like, you know what I mean. And maybe they're a best friend or something. I also made one of the rooms blue and the other one pink, and that's not an indicator of what kind of gender lives in that room, by the way. You could have anyone living in either of the rooms. I just felt like it would be fun to kind of color coordinate them like that. So that's a thing. And I don't really know which one is supposed to be the owner's kid, but I'll let you guys figure that out. Also, I don't really know what they study. I forgot. Okay, so this is embarrassing, but I've kind of forgotten what the subjects in Discovery University are. So if you want to remind me, please let me know in the comments. Because I could probably figure it out with a Google search now that I think of it, but that didn't really come to mind when I was building, so whoops. It's been a bit of a weird day, but yeah. But I do hope you guys like this house. If there's anything you want to see me record in the near future, let me know down below. I have 0 plans for actually, I think I have 1 house planned for next week that I haven't recorded yet, but there's a theme that I want to do because it's been a while. But other than that, I've got nothing planned. So if there's anything specific you want to see, let me know. You know, the options are, actually, I don't know how to phrase that either, but I've not planned anything. So yeah, feel free to let me know. Speaking of issues with doing voiceovers, I don't get tongue-tied today. I just don't remember how to phrase certain sayings and stuff like that. So that's a thing, apparently. But it's all good. We almost got through the voiceover, got 1 minute left, and I don't even know what am I doing for the rest of that minute. I think I'm just doing landscaping, actually. So there's a little bit at the front as well. The front is pretty simple, though. It's just these small framed up areas with the same plants as I'm using in the backyard, basically. There's a little bit of everything. I didn't want it to be too flowery, although I feel like actually if you use, it just dawned on me, but if you use the flowers from base game, they're not like overpowering. It's only if you use the flowers from Romantic Garden stuff pack, which is actually one of my favorite stuff packs, but still, it's a little bit like the flowers are a little bit overpowering if you use a lot of them. So as long as you use the base game ones, it's not too much. Because I was about to say I didn't want to make it too flowery, but then I looked at it and there's actually a lot. it's just not like the flowers aren't too big. Am I making any sense right now? I don't know. Anyways, we are at the end of this video. So if you guys like this house, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is the AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And the tray files can be found over on my Patreon, which is linked in the description down below. And yeah, that's about it. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.